Today I wanted to come on and do an update video showing my Bibles for women. A while back I had done a video comparing some of my women's Bibles, and I'd gotten some new ones since then and just kind of shuffled them around a little bit, and some other ones have come out since then and been released. So I thought I would come back on and just do an update video showing you my Bibles for women. So I don't have all of them that I originally did. I did keep a lot of them, but sometimes when I get a lot of Bibles, I do share them and pass them on to other people. So I don't have all of them here that I originally had. I have some ones that I didn't have before. So I thought it would be a good idea just to go through these and kind of talk through why I like each one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick a favorite. That's really hard for me, but I will at least try to tell you the purpose that I have for each one of them. So I'm going to move some of them back out of the way just so we have more room to take a look at these one at a time. Alright, so I'm going to start with, I kind of broke them down by like publisher / translation. So I'm going to start with my women's Bibles from Holman. So I figured it was fitting that I start with the one that pretty much started my love for women's Bibles, and that is the She Reads Truth Bible. And I have featured this a lot before on my channel. I hadn't as much recently, but I did do a read through of this whole Bible. So let me get this out here. The box just made a really weird noise. Sorry about that. My daughter's looking at me like, what was that? But this is the She Reads Truth Bible. This is the rose gold cover. I love this one. I carried it with me for an entire year, pretty much everywhere I went. It looks pretty, pretty good for the wear here. For being carried that long. Gilding's pretty messed up, but other than that, it looks pretty great for being carried that heavily for as long as I did. And I read through this Bible the whole way through, and I really loved the single column layout. It has some really pretty book introductions with some artwork, and my favorite thing about this Bible was the reading plans, and in that it broke down the book itself into weekly reading plans, but then it also had going deeper passages. So, like if you're reading Deuteronomy 1 to 2, it also suggests some passages to read along with that in Numbers and Hebrews. So I really liked that it kind of connected the Bible that way. And there's also devotionals throughout. So it's just a really great Bible. I felt like it had it all. It had that study aspect because of those reading plans. It had the devotional content. And it also had some pretty color throughout. I always loved single column. And it also, I didn't write in this one, I just chose not to. But there's wide margins also, so if you are a note taker, you could use it for that purpose as well. So that's the She Reads Truth Bible. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably pick this one only because I had spent so much time with it, so it's really familiar to me, like where everything is in there. It has all those different features, and it was just kind of what started my love for women's Bibles. So if I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably just go back to my She Reads Truth Bible. And that one's from Holman, and it is in the CSB translation. So I apologize for the camera shaking. I've got to move a lot of Bibles around here, so that's probably going to happen a little bit throughout. The next one is also a CSB Bible, and this is from Holman as well. This is the Encourage Devotional Bible. This is another one that I read the whole way through, including all the devotionals and extra content as well. So this is the Desert Mustard Alabaster Leather Touch cover. Let's see if we can get the box out of here. So again, this one looks pretty good too for as much wear as it had. So both of them held up pretty well, and I did write a little bit in this one. What I liked about this one, besides the translation, I liked how it had the lines at the bottom of the page. Usually you see the space for note-taking in the margins, but this Bible's at the bottom of the page, so I thought that was unique. I did highlight in it as well, and it took highlights pretty well. Now some of them did come through a little bit, but not too terribly. Just depending on what highlighter I used. That pink one was a little bit bright, so it did come through a little bit, but nothing too terrible. Lots of devotional content in this one, so I enjoyed that. There's character profiles, so I put some washi tape around the character profiles. Kind of decorated with some stickers at some places. So this was just a great devotional Bible, and that's pretty much the whole purpose of this one, along with that lined space at the bottom of each page for notes. So that was a great one to go through again if you just were looking for a devotional Bible. The next one from Holman then is the CSB Study Bible for Women. And I have the Teal Flowers Leather Touch cover option. This one's beautiful, so that jumped out at me right away when I got this one. I've had this one for a while now. This one is great if you're looking for a women's Bible that is a study Bible. Now, the She Reads Truth did have those reading plans, so I do consider that study content. And they do have, like, both of them had some character profiles and things like that, but they're more devotional Bibles. So this one is one I would use if I wanted a study Bible in a women's Bible. So you have your traditional study notes at the bottom of the page. You have some biblical womanhood articles. There's some word studies in this one. Different charts throughout. So it's a little bit more like a traditional study Bible. Like you have book introductions, you have some timelines, some outlines of the books. So again, more of a traditional study Bible layout. There's hard questions. So just a great option if you are looking for a woman's Bible, but you don't really want the devotional Bible, you want more of a study Bible. This would be the way to go, in my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle that out of the way here. I have one more to show you from Holman yet. This is, out of those four, this is the newest release. This is the LifeWay Women's Bible, and I have the Butterscotch Genuine Leather option here. All right, let's pull this one out here. So what I like about this one is it's super readable, single column layout. If you are a note taker, again, you have those margins. There's also some little notes throughout. It's not, I wouldn't say this one is a study Bible. I mean, kind of, it has some of the features, but it's not like the CSB Study Bible for Women. It has that more traditional layout that you would come to expect in a study Bible. So if you're looking for that, I would go with that one. This one does have like reflection questions in it. And there's some character profiles, I believe, in this one as well. So there's not as much content though as you would see in like the Encouraged Devotional Bible has way more devotionals, and the Study Bible for Women has more study content. But this is a really nice one too. It does have those devotionals in it, and there we do have questions for reflection. There's some quotes from famous women or LifeWay women that you'll see, like authors that write for LifeWay, their studies and everything. They do have book introductions with timelines and key verses. So a lot of content in here as well. And I do like this has the content in it without being really overwhelming if you just wanted to read. And it's a nice size font, so it's a very easy Bible to read for long periods of time. So that is the LifeWay Women's Bible. All right, now I'm going to move on to some Bibles from Tyndale. So I have 3 Bibles from Tyndale here, and these are all going to be in the NLT, or the New Living Translation. So I like that that's a very understandable and easy to read translation. So I'm going to go through these 3. This one is not exactly a women's Bible per se. It's not marketed as such. This is the NLT Giant Print Compact Bible, but the cover is very pretty and feminine, so that's why I included it in my Bibles for women here. What I like about this one is it's a compact Bible. It's really small. You can easily carry it around. Beautiful rose gold leather-like cover, but then you open it up, and it's still a nice, readable 10-point font. That's why it's called the Giant Print Compact. Now, I understand 10-point font might not be giant print to some people. If you need, if you need a larger font size, there's Bibles out there that are up to 16-point font. So it's not like a huge font, but for a compact Bible, that really is a large font. So I really enjoy that one for those reasons. It is also filament enabled, so you have all of those study resources available on the Filament app. So that's the Giant Print Compact. The next one is another devotional Bible. I actually gave this to my daughter, but I borrowed it today just to show it in the video. So this is the NLT Thrive Devotional Bible for Women. And this is another one that has a beautiful rose gold leather-like cover. A very pretty Bible. This has some different things like treasure of truth. So there's like little quotes. I liked how the headings and the chapter numbers are in pink to kind of go along with that cover. And then this is going to have devotionals in. It's going to have prayers, and it's also going to have these devotionals. So it gives you love letters from God, and then reflection, and then a treasure of truth. And it also tells you where to find the next devotional reading. So very pretty devotional Bible, the NLT Thrive Bible. All right, and the final one that I have from Tyndale is a new release that just came out very recently. This is the NLT Courage for Life Study Bible for Women, and I have it in the fierce pink leather-like. It also comes in blue and hardcover, I believe. But you're not going to miss this Bible when you take this out. This is nice and bright and in your face, very colorful. I actually like that about it. And not only is it colorful on the outside, but there's also a lot of color on the inside as well. What I like about this Bible is that it has a little study pretty much on every page. You're going to see other features too, like character profiles and things throughout. But I do like these studies. It gives you a pray, observe, interpret, and apply. And there's one, like I said, pretty much on every page. There's some listen to the word prompts. It has line margins if you like notes. Take notes, and like I said, lots of color throughout. So I like this one if I want to do a quick little study of a specific Bible passage, because these aren't very long to go through. It, like I said, it's a prayer. It gives you an observation, gives you an interpretation, and then a way to apply what you read. And you can take it as far as you want with like journaling or just reading through it. So it's really nice if you need a quick Bible study on the go. So that's what I like that one for. Now I'm going to go through Zondervan and Thomas Nelson Bibles here. So the first one I have is an NIV translation. This is the NIV Women's Devotional Bible. This one's in large print. It comes in regular print as well. Very pretty, like turquoise cover here. And this one is great if you want a devotional Bible in the NIV translation, of course. This would also be great for a Bible in a year plan, because it goes through with these different devotions and actually takes you through the Bible in a whole year. Gives you a scripture passage to go along with the devotional, and then there's like a key verse, and then we're going to have reflection questions. And what I also love about this one is, like the She Reads Truth Bible, it's going to give you some related readings to go along with that particular passage of the Bible that is with the devotional. And then it tells you at the bottom where to go for your next devotional reading. So, like I said, this is a large print, so it's not huge, but it's a nice size font for reading, and it can take you through the Bible with a devotional pathway here to read through the Bible in a year, and there's also a bunch of reading plans included in the back of this Bible. So this would be a great Bible for 2024 to start reading through in the new year and follow those devotional plans. All right, so let me quick grab the next one here. I have two more. This is the NIV Flourish Bible for Women. Move that back a little bit. So this is a pretty new release from Zondervan as well. It was like September of this year. This is a hardcover. There's a couple other leather-like options, I believe, as well. But this one has a lot of unique features to it. So you're going to see some questions for growth. It's a great size font, again, for reading. Most of these Bibles are. None of them are super teeny tiny. The Thrive probably has the smallest font. I think that's like an 8 or an 8.5. The rest of them tend to be like a 9, 10 size font. We're going to get some think about little call outs here. And then I love these, the myth and the truth articles. So it kind of gives you like a story, a personal story from someone that gives you a myth. Like this one is, I should have done something more. And then it gives you the truth from scripture itself to combat that myth that we commonly believe in our lives. So very nice, unique Bible. Kind of a green color scheme. So that's another new release that I'm hoping to continue to dig more into in the new year and throughout the rest of this year. Okay, and then my final one here is the Love God Greatly Bible, and this is from Thomas Nelson. This is in the Net or New English translation. Had this one for a little while, as you're going to be able to tell by the page gilding is kind of destroyed because water was splashed on it and a couple other unique fun things. But it's one that I've used a lot. I really like it. I love the single column. I keep saying this, but it's really easy to read with the font size. If I wanted to write in it, there's wide margins, which I haven't started doing that, but I might in the future. Okay, there are, I'm not sure why that page is sticking, but there we go. There are devotionals throughout. And let me show you what I really like about this one. Let me get to a new book here. What I really like about this one is not only, not sure why I'm having such a page turning problem, but not only does it have the beautiful verse art and the book introduction, but then it gives you a specific country, and it gives you the official language, the population, the unreached population, and the percentage of professing Christians in that country, and then gives you a little history, and then it gives you a story from a real person, either a missionary or just a person who lives in that country. It just gives their story and their testimony. So I just find those really interesting. It also helps if you are praying for other countries and other parts of the world, which we really should all do. It gives you a prayer prompt, say a prayer today, and then it gives you that story so you can put some names to faces that are in other countries and help you just with those prayer prompts with that. There's also SOAP reading plans, which I go through this in my review of this Bible, and I'm going to post review links for all of these Bibles. It may take me a while, so bear with me, but I'm going to put a link to the full review of each of these Bibles, so if you see one you like, you can explore it farther. But it has that, you can break it down. I think it's scripture, observation, application, and prayer. I apologize if I got that wrong, but that's the way to do the SOAP study method and study through different passages in scripture. So it gives you the book we're actually in, which here happens to be Leviticus, and it also gives you other books and parts of the Bible to read along with that. And there's reflection questions. So overall, just a really nice Bible to study, read, and pray for women and people all around the world. So those are all of my women's Bibles. I would love to hear if you're using any of these, how you're using them, which ones you like the most. If I missed one that you really like, I would love to hear about that as well. Like I said, it's really hard for me to choose a favorite, but if I had to, it would probably be the She Reads Truth Bible, just because I spent so much time with that one. If I had to pick a favorite study Bible, it would be the CSB Study Bible for Women. Ones that I'm using the most right now, I've been using the Courage for Life Study Bible just because I just got that one recently, so I've been exploring that a lot. And then ones that I carry with me would probably be this giant print compact, because I've carried that along with me a lot just because of its small, portable size. So those are all of my women's Bibles, and I would love to hear again which ones you use and enjoy.